Welcome back, it's me, Lou. I'm here for another action figure unboxing and review. Alright, so today from Hasbro in their Marvel Legends series, we are featuring the Red Hulk. Today is September 20th, 2024, and I bought this figure, I want to say maybe 2 or 3 months ago. It was at my local Target. I saw it on the shelves. Immediately I picked it up, and I knew I was going to go home with it because I can't say no to a Hulk figure. The Hulk is one of my favorite Marvel comic book superheroes ever since I was a little kid. And I love the Red Hulk. You know, it's General Thunderbolt Ross. I was always kind of annoyed by the fact that they kept on giving us different Hulks, but I just kind of learned to live with it. And I remember years ago, one of my favorite comic books, it was Thunderbolts. I can't remember which volume, but it was Thunderbolts that was led by General Ross. And the team roster was insane. Since Thunderbolt Ross was in charge, the comic book had a very red color theme to the team lineup. You had Elektra, you had Punisher in his red costume, you had the leader, you had Deadpool, and it was friggin' awesome. That was like one of my favorite books, and I was so sad when they ended it because I thought that lineup was just like insane. This figure, it's nice and beefy. You pick this thing up, it feels like a cinder block. Wonderful artwork on the side. I think this is an illustration done by, I want to say Ed McGuinness, I think. I might be wrong on that though. On the back, some beautiful action figure photography. We have Red Hulk all enraged with all this brimstone and smoke surrounding him. General Thunderbolt Ross transforms into the Hulk, a creature he swore to destroy. So it's a very ironic yet tragic story. With the upcoming release of the new Captain America film, I think there's been a lot of interest in the Red Hulk. And this figure is awesome, awesome, awesome. And it's gigantic. I love these Hulk figures. Anytime there's a Marvel Legends Hulk figure, I always grab it. One of the more memorable ones from some years ago, there was the Gamerverse Avengers Hulk figure. That was huge. It was really cool. It was a gray Bruce Banner, and he kind of had like the war paint on him because it's how he appeared in the Gamerverse Avengers game. And that figure, I just remember this being in love with it because it was such a well designed figure, beautifully sculpted, incredibly detailed, and just the size of it was a beast. And this is more of the same. You know, you get some extra hands, you get nice beefy fists, and a nice knurled up hand right there. And I'm assuming these are pieces we've seen before. You know, I don't think Hasbro is going to give us a completely new dedicated sculpt for the Red Hulk. If anything, I'm guessing the head is new at the very least, but the other pieces might be reused from previous Hulk figures. Correct me down below if I'm wrong on that. Okay, so his shade of red's coming off a lot differently on camera than in real life. On camera, there's some orange hues on here, which that's not really the case. So let me see if I can balance out the colors correctly. Yeah, this kind of, it's still a little bit off. It's not as saturated as it appears on camera. Because on camera, you can see this almost like yellow and orange hue on his chest and shoulders. But the figure in person doesn't really have that. The detailing is superb. The head is amazing. I love this head sculpt. This is fantastic. I kind of feel like if you really wanted to, you could probably take this off, paint it green, and slap it onto another Hulk figure. If you wanted the green Hulk to have this expression. But yeah, that is such an incredible looking sculpt. I love all the wrinkles and folds on his brow. I love the asymmetry of his mouth. You know, his tongue is a nice darker shade of red. Very clean paint application on the teeth and around the eyes. The vascularity and the musculature of the figure is just so well done. It's anatomically structured really, really well. And it's just a beefy brick of a figure. This is like one of those figures, like if you threw it at someone, you could probably do some serious damage. It's nice, weighty, has some good meat to it. Yeah, it's fantastic. In terms of the size, you're looking at a figure, if I had to guess, maybe 8 3/4. And it's about 8.5, so I'm a little bit off. For a size comparison, here he is next to Marvel Legends X-Men Vulcan. And he just towers over Vulcan. And on the shorter end of the spectrum, we have Wolverine. So he completely just like dwarfs Wolverine. The articulation is as follows. His head moves. Does he look up? Not so much, which is unfortunate. Kind of looks down, which is nice. I kind of wish he could look up, though. That's the one position I really wish he would have. His arms rotate, and there is a butterfly joint. You can see it on the back. And thankfully, on my figure, they actually move. I say this all the time. I hate butterfly joints, especially on Marvel Legends figures, because they don't always, they kind of lock up, or sometimes the amount of extra motion you get out of them is almost like kind of pointless. This one's nice though, because you can really arch his arms back. So if you want to kind of really create those angry, like hulked out poses where he's like, you know, just really freaking out, you could do that. It's unfortunate that his arms don't fold forward, because especially with the Hulk, it'd be cool if the butterfly joint cut into his chest so he could fold his arms inward so he could like bear hug characters, but unfortunately he's not going to be able to do that, which is kind of a shame, because I think it's kind of pointless to have the butterfly joint only go one way. It'd really be awesome if he could like fold his arms inward. In terms of his arms, I think they're single jointed since they're so big. You just have a single joint for the elbow, but it does swivel, which is nice. It swivels both at the elbow and at the bicep, which is cool. Articulated wrists, they fold. And don't forget, you can swap out the hands if you wanted to. I'm probably going to keep one hand like this and then keep the fist on the other. He has a cut mid-torso, so he can kind of roll around a little. And thankfully, they still gave him the waist articulation. You know, because a lot of times, especially nowadays, they'll cut corners and to make the figure more affordable. Sometimes they'll lose the waist articulation in favor of just having the torso movement. But for this one, it's nice because it does have both. Legs kick up and outward. Does have a thigh cut. Is it double jointed? Yeah, double jointed knees. Except one pin is exposed. The upper pin is exposed, whereas the lower one is hidden. And he has articulated ankles. So overall, fantastic figure. If I had to rate this on a scale of 1 to 10, an easy, solid 9. It's almost perfect. The only thing I think that'd make it perfect is if the butterfly joints, like I stated, would cut into the chest to allow him to kind of like bear hug forward. But at the same time, I think the nice thing without it having the butterfly movement going forward is that at least the chest is very clean. You know, when you go on the back, you know, it's kind of broken up, but at least it's cleverly disguised within the muscles. And I don't think you'd be able to pull it off as well on the front. But overall, outstanding piece. A lot of interest generated because of the upcoming Captain America film, you know, with the Hulk being in there. So yeah, if you see this, don't hesitate. You know, just pick it up. You're not going to regret it. It's awesome. You know, anytime there's a Hulk figure, whether it's Bruce Banner, Amadeus Cho, Jennifer Walters, or Thunderbolt Ross, you know, they're all amazing. All right, so with that being said, let's wrap this one up. Once again, my name is Lou. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you are a returning viewer or subscriber, thank you so much for your continued support. I greatly appreciate it. So until the next video, be safe, take care of yourself, buy lots of toys, and most importantly, be happy. And I'll see you at the next one. All right, later.